My video for November 24th, 2017 is entitled 2017 Flower of Life Peace Awards. Last year, I was the surprised recipient of the Flower of Life Peace Award. Of course, I made a video about that at the time, which I will include the link to following this video. My longtime friend that I have never met face-to-face, Carolyn Meyers, is one of this year's recipients. Jordan Sather, who like me posts regular videos and has much more success than I ever did, is another. Others include Julian Assange, Nora Aunor, Natalya Bronzova, Lilou Mace, Saint Germaine, I don't know how to pronounce XI, sorry, Jinping, Kauilapelle Kona, McKenna, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Astarius Miraculli, Rosa Montague, James Redfield, Rizal and Donald Trump. As Francis Tanseco wrote to me, Donald Trump is included again because last year his award was taken or removed from him due to message from intuition. But some miraculous things happen, and I got a message intuitively that I should include him again for this year's award. And I added, yes, the Donald is certainly an enigmatic personality. Another paradox, man. Yes, and I'm going to share some of the things that are in the other video as I was thinking about this and putting together the names. And I'm sorry I butchered some of the names. I realize that. I just am not very good at pronouncing some of these names at all. Not at all. It's not my language. But last year, James Gilliland, Donald Trump again, Ferdinand Marcos, Vladimir Putin, Imelda Marcos, Daryl Anka, who is also known as Bashar, Greg Braden, Elder Red Crow, David Icke, Benjamin Fulford, Drudvalo Melchizedek, Kreda Matwa, Philip Savage, David Wilcock, Thich Nhat Hanh, Floyd Red Crow, Westerman, Vladimir Megra, Emmanuel Danger, and John Perkins were the recipients. And Carolyn wrote last year, I think you need to recall exactly who he is. He wrote the most beautiful piece about meditation during the Occupy Wall Street movement. He had made a page about it, and you liked the page. I saw it on your wall and contacted him. Together, we created the Peaceful Occupation and Meditation Group. It became a very popular group for those wanting a change in the world. Francis had been a nurse in the UK until then, and a lot of great ideas and talent locked inside. I believe all the connections and approval he received from the group gave him the courage to explore some of those talents. Go to his Facebook page and see what he has done over the past 5 years. I don't think you realize what is being accomplished in this world that you were a part of the inspiration for. That alone speaks volumes. And I do appreciate the fact that I have inspired a lot of people and also pissed a lot of people off over the years that I've been making these videos. And even prior to making videos, I mean, publishing Paradox magazine, and I've been a button pusher for a long time, trying to get people to think outside the box, trying to wake people up to the sad reality that the world is not a loving place. And there is no loving God that would have ever done this to creation, in my opinion. Now, I know there are people that disagree. They think that this paradox, we can call it that, the great diversity, including the dark side as well as a loving side of creation, is all part of some divine plan. Well, I'm sorry. It's a sick plan as I see it. I mean, we can accomplish far more when we're nurtured and built up in the areas that we are good at, instead of having people take our privileges away and our rights away, lie to us all the time. Remember, if a politician's lips are moving, there's a high probability they're lying. They do not tell the truth. When are we going to understand that the world we live in is a world that makes profit from war, makes profit from dissension? There's a whole bunch of professions that they're called that are built on nothing other than beings creating problems so that they can offer solutions that don't work for the problems that they've created. This is the world that we live in. And it's time, folks, that we wake up. You know, there are people like Francis who are doing the best they can. I'm doing the best I can. Am I perfect? Are any of the others perfect? No, we're not. We're doing the best we can in a world that is slanted against us, in a world that the ones that are rewarded are the ones that are malevolent. And many times the benevolent ones are even taken out and killed or incarcerated, or in one way or another, the attempt is to silence the people that have a positive message of getting together, forgetting the dogmas that separate, and build on the truth that's in all religions, which is loving one another. When are we going to understand that love is about truthfulness, not about deception? Love is about honoring the other person. When I have had issues in my life, in my first marriage, I gave my wife plenty of latitude because I believed my job was to forgive and not hold it against her. Even though she thought I would be the one that would fail, she was the one that failed. And perhaps she, in this time in her life, she's getting things back together again. And she certainly is putting on a spiritual face in some of the things that I hear from her through my children, our children. But in any case, folks, I want there to be not just peace awards, but actual peace. We need to come together. We need to lay aside our differences and build on the common ground that we share on this planet. And we need to do things that will enrich the planet, that will heal the planet from the deception and the poisoning of our air, water, and the earth itself that these charlatans that have been in control have done. We need to clean up China and have them stopping pollution so that the food and stuff that they produce there and the things they produce there are healthy for us. We need to stop the genetic modification of food in the United States and anywhere else that it goes. Only Russia has totally banned GMO food, which is the wise thing to do, so that the safest place on earth to get your food is actually Russia or the former Soviet Union. Folks, there's so many things that we need to do to wake up for ourselves and for each other so that we can actually start loving one another. I appreciate the Flower of Life's Peace Awards, but I would much more want to experience actual peace on earth. Thank you for listening, and namaste.